Hello, Steve Davis, winner of the UK title for the last 3 years, 5 times in 6 attempts. Incredible record, that. And who can stop him winning another? Well, Willie Thorne's going to do his best today, and his best was good enough just to beat Cliff Thorburn in a terrific quarter-final, 9-8 last night. Jimmy White was another winner last night, the world number 2. He came back from 5-2 down to beat Terry Griffiths, and Jimmy meets Joe Johnson, the former world champion, in the other semi-final today, Joe beating Mike Hallett in his quarter-final. His 4th UK semi-final, but he's yet to win one. Won the first frame this afternoon, though. He won it with a break of 47, in fact, and Jimmy's now in play in the 2nd frame. He's trailing to an early break by Joe Johnson of 29, and the commentators on this table are John Virgo and Clive Everton.
One.
That was a good pot on the black and a bonus. Knocking that red away from the cushion. And perfect for the centre. And this could be end of this frame. No reds on the cushions now.
50.
He didn't play to get on the red to middle as he has. He meant to come past it to take it into the right middle. He's well in now, though.
22. $29. $30.
You would have liked a better angle on this black. If you could pot the black and cannon the 2 reds to the right of the pink, that would leave good position. Well, that'll do.
37. 38. $45.
Appears to have come too far for the back red.
Jimmy White, 45. One.
Well, obviously the top red of the 2 together must pot into the middle pocket. As you can see it does, but Joel certainly didn't want to finish there. It's a tough pot and position not guaranteed.
This could be one to refuse. But boldness has paid off. It's given him a chance to win the frame.
12.
Well, he's potted some good balls here, Joe, but unfortunately he's just lost control of the cue ball again. Unless he plays a double, that's end of break.
Joe Johnson, 20. One.
Well, perfect on the yellow. Just wants to pot this and leave himself straight on the green. That way it's a formality to pot the green and get position on the brown. And if he does that, that looks like the second frame to Jimmy.
11.
Well, he's run too hard, but as he only needs the blue, I don't think he'll be doing anything special.
20. 26 and 10.
Two sharp frames. Jimmy White has won both of them to lead by 2 frames to 0.
So 2-0 all round at the moment at the Guildhall. Steve Davis leading 2-0, Jimmy White leading 2-0, and the third frame in that Jimmy White match produced some very dramatic stuff indeed. You can see it after the news with Maurice Stewart. White leading Joe Johnson 2-0 in the best of 17. And we're going to stay with that second match for a while now. Here's Joe Johnson, the former world champion, won that title in 1986, of course. He's to start their third frame, and he's 2-0 down.
White isn't potting those long and medium distance balls with quite the consistency that he does at his best. He's still playing very well, very sharply once he's in and on a break.
One. 9.
Joe's lost the first 2 games, but there were certainly signs at the end of the last one. He's playing well.
Yes, I saw he was 9-4 in a 2-horse race, which seemed quite generous odds. Don't know whether you've got a view on that, John?
24.
Well, the bookies usually get it right, Clive. Now, I think on all known form, Jimmy's got to be favourite, but the reason the players rate this the second best tournament in the world is for the frames. And these long sessions, as Joe has proved in the last 2 World Championships, suit him, and he seems to get stronger as the tournament goes on.
Well, he's been in the last 2 World Finals, winning one and losing one. Though this is the first time he's been in the semi-finals here at Preston.
25. $32. $33. $40.
He's not played that well. It's when he needed a good angle on the next colour. The reds are becoming now more difficult to get position on. Played a bad positional shot.
$48.
Two good pots have kept him going. Weighing up the possibilities of a plant after he's potted the black.
$56.
Well, another good plant. A nice angle on the black here. Joe could elect to cannon into the cluster, still knowing he could be on that red by the left corner pocket.
$64.
And that shot now makes it a frame winning opportunity. With just one more pot red in good position, and that's end of frame.
$65. 92.
And this is all reds and blacks so far. So we have to start to think in terms of a maximum. Joe Johnson has certainly turned his thoughts in that direction.
73.
He wouldn't have played for black from that position had he been concerned simply with winning the frame.
Well, the frame's won.
80.
Now another kind of pressure.
£50,000 if he can make a 147.
Good air. 88. 89.
We had a 147 in the pre-televised phase of the competition
96.
from Willie Thorne, but that was worth only 5,000.
97.
The feat has been performed only 3 times on television by Steve Davis, Kirk Stevens and Cliff Thorburn.
Well, that was a good shot. He's perfect now on the last red. Perfect on the black. He's got to hold himself together now.
$122.
15 reds, 15 blacks, plus yellow.
$125.
Green puts them in the lead for the highest break of the tournament, worth £7,000.
Just too far on the blue. So a good positional shot required.
The alternative, to leave a missable pink from distance. What a shame. Pink and black would have given him £50,000. But the 134 may well have given him £7,000. It has given him the 3rd frame. He still trails by 2 frames to 1.
Well, how do you feel? You've got a feel for the man, really. 1 pink missed, and with that, £50,000 missed for a 147 break. But as Clive said, he's still on the £7,000 for the highest break in the competition, taking over there from Willie Thorne, who got that 122 last night. And Willie Thorne, of course, getting the 147 in the pre-televised stages. That got him £5,000 for the 147, and the rest for having the highest break in the pre-televised stages. So almost an historic moment, the 4th televised 147 for Joe Johnson, but I'm afraid not quite for Joe. So on with the match. Jimmy White starting the 4th frame now, and he leads 2-1.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 4th frame. Jimmy White to break. here. Get another chance.
Well, if Joe Johnson was disappointed not to make a maximum the last frame, he certainly took it out on that red.
See if I can do it again. Please give me another chance. I think. 8.
I'll see if I can do it again. Will you please give me another chance, he said.
Joe Johnson, 8.
Only 8 that time.
One. Eight. 9. 16. 17. 17.
The black wasn't all that easy. But now Johnson's missed 2 balls that he normally pots in consecutive visits to the table.
I think they're having a tea break, Clive.
Well, sometimes a reaction does set in after something tremendously exciting, like Joe Johnson's near maximum in the previous frame.
One. 8. 9. 14. 15. 20. 21. 22. 26. Joe Johnson, 27. Foul, Joe Johnson, 4.
That's going to make it difficult for Joe. But for being hampered by the green, it looked like a comparatively easy safety shot.
Well, that's what's causing the problem. He's got to strike downwards, whichever way he looks at it.
Foul, Jimmy White.
But worse than that is that the cue ball has come away from the cushion to allow White a clear strike at this red.
Points in front now, Jimmy.
28.
Oh, he's slightly hampered.
29.
No real problem, and looks like Jimmy's frame now.
$36. $37.
And only the yellow needed.
42. 44. $47.
First 3 frames took only 36 minutes.
51.
This one's only been in progress 10.
56. 56 and failed.
So, an excellent half session. Jimmy White leads Joe Johnson by 3 frames to 1 at the intermission.
As quiet as possible.
And I wonder what Joe Johnson will be thinking about over his half-time cup of tea there. So nearly making a bit of history, bit of snooker history with only the 4th televised 147, but he missed the pink, lost the 147.
Commentators John Virgo and Clive Everton, the semi-finals still the best of 17 frames.
White would like to be knocking more of those long ones in, even though he has won 3 of the first 4 frames.
One. Six. Seven. Joe Johnson, 12. One. One. Six. Seven. $13.
Those are. Yellow ball.
15.
His position for blue wasn't right. He rescued it with a pot on the yellow. And this time he has knocked a long one in.
Very good attempt to try and keep the break going, but it's ended.
Jimmy White, 23.
The world's #2 player in action this afternoon against the world #5. There isn't a pot on, and Johnson doesn't want to cut a red towards the right corner, playing a safety.
Well, you called it right, Clive. I can't understand why Joe played that unless he was playing the pot.
1.
Jimmy was having a look, or trying to guess whether the black would spot. If it does, I think he's on this red. Obviously it does.
8.
Calls for a delicate little screw, although he looks to be playing the run through.
9. 16. 17. 20.
'There's some good potting going on here.
$25. Jimmy White, 25. 1.
Well, it's Joe will be hoping he can get through to the brown. I can't see him getting back down on the reds off the green. And if he'd have picked it up and put the cue ball there with his hand, he couldn't have had it better.
6.
So there was having a look, if he plays red-pink, where's the pink going to go? And it might just tie up that red, which at the moment is by the right of the pink.
40.
That's why he decided to play up for the blue, but he's not played it very well.
Powered into it a bit too much.
Johnson, 27.
Not good enough safety. Cost him the frame.
A frame which Johnson needs to narrow the gap to 1 instead of falling 3 behind.
Well, he's not on the green, but the careless shot was when he potted the green the first time and didn't get on the yellow correctly. To leave himself straight was a mistake. Could have done anything off the green.
Great pot. But this is anything but easy.
Well, what a great pot that was.
I've been here before, haven't I?
Now 4 points in front. Blue and pink required.
Yes, the last time he was at this sort of angle on the blue, he'd made 134, or at least the blue made it 134, and he missed the pink with a maximum on. Wasn't quite as easy to
18.
get back up for the pink on that occasion. Now he only needs pink to take the frame.
24
Safely in. Joe Johnson narrows the gap to 1 frame. Jimmy White leads by 3 frames to 2.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Frame 6. Jimmy White to break. Joe Johnson, 8.
Well, that was a surprise, because just at the moment it looks as if he can pot anything.
One.
That was a good shot.
6.
Lovely touch.
7. 40. 50. 22. 23.
Didn't quite make the contact on the red.
30.
The red right of picture. If the cue ball had hit that, he would have had the red at the back of the pack.
Jimmy White, 30.
Lively stuff. We haven't had a frame of more than 15 minutes yet. Intention was, of course, to take the cue ball into the pack.
Well, it's not in his nature, but I think Jimmy's got to try and play a negative shot here.
Jimmy White, 8.
Well, I don't know whether that was it, John, but it's gone safe anyway.
Well, I was thinking he might roll into the cluster of reds. I don't really know what he played there, and he was a bit fortunate not to leave anything easier. Although the way Joe and Jimmy are potting, I suppose everything's easy.
1. Joe Johnson, 1.
Well, you've only got to say something like that for a player suddenly to miss. But some of the potting has been tremendous.
Six. Seven. $18. $90. $25. Jimmy White, 25.
That red would have left Johnson needing a snooker. But 54's a big deficit, particularly with the black on the side cushion.
Joe just,
7.
on occasion when it's vital, just overrunning the cue ball. They are quick, these tables, but he should have got used to speed by now.
Joe Johnson, 7.
Well, Potts have won a few frames, in fact most of the frames today. I think that safety shot though could win this one.
Difference is 47, so Johnson's in the position that one mistake here and a red and a colour from White would mean that White would almost certainly win the frame.
Joe having a good think, but it seems to me the only way he can play this shot is to hit and hope. Well, he didn't hit and hope, he's played an excellent shot. Chance for Jimmy, but he's made it as hard as he possibly could for him.
A single red, though, puts him 48 in front with only 43 on the table.
Yeah, well, Joe did get one snooker, but it wasn't enough, so he lost that frame as well to go 4-2 down. It's Jimmy's fourth appearance in the semi-final of this championship. Joe once before made the quarter-final. He lost that to Terry Griffiths, so here he is now breaking off for the last frame of their session here. Remember, best of 17 frames. This is the last of their session. 4-2 down, Joe Johnson.
White's safety goes wrong, so the first chance falls to Johnson.
Three. Four. $11. $12. $19. 20. $26. 27. 34. 35. 42. $43. $49. $50.
Well, Johnson may have had the first chance, but White looks capable now of winning this frame from his first chance.
$57. $58. $63. $64.
That blue now means that
69.
Joe needs snookers, but I don't think he'll be getting up again. Jimmy's in full flow.
$76. $77. $84.
And not only that,
85.
Joe holds the highest break, and it could go here.
I think he can only equal it now that he's taken that
91.
pink.
92.
Going so fast, he's testing my arithmetic sorely, but I think that black, and even a black from the last red, would only leave him, well, don't need to work it out
99.
now. Nevertheless, a great end to a fine session. A break of 99, Jimmy White leads Joe Johnson by 5 frames to 2.
With a record. So who plays him over the weekend? It's going to be either Jimmy White or Joe Johnson, and Jimmy White leading Joe Johnson 5 frames to 3. It was, of course, 5-2 as they started the night. Joe came back, as Willie Thorne did, to win the first of the evening. So sit back now and enjoy what happened next.
Well, Jimmy's missed the opening chance, and he's now given it to Joe. Well, Joe must have taken his eye right off that shot, missed that red that badly. Suffer for that.
One. Eight. Jimmy White. 8.
Jimmy not too happy with his game so far this evening. that's the second one he's stuck over the pocket.
Jimmy White, 8.
Both players have an attack of the near misses at the present time. Well, that was a drag shot that Joe played, hitting the white very low to put the brakes on it on its way to the red so that it would hold for the black, but there's no doubt he's hit the white ball on the side and swerved the white ball. Missed the easiest of shots.
Jimmy unable to find the pockets at the moment.
Jimmy White, 1.
It's a very good shot from Joe. He's in trouble there, but he's played that very nicely.
sometimes those bumps can be very nasty. On this occasion, it doesn't look as though it's too bad. But a brilliant pot from Jimmy, and he's now in amongst them.
8. $16, $17, $24, $25. $31. $32. $37.
And a very nice kiss there.
$38. $43. $44.
Now Jimmy's got perfect angle to split the remaining reds out. No, he's pulling to the red on the side cushion.
51. 52.
He's made another angle to split the reds. It's a finer cut on the black this time. I think Jimmy realised that he couldn't hit them direct, and he's tried to go right round the table. It was a great attempt as well.
59.
Well, there's still 4 reds on the table, but Joe Johnson concedes. Jimmy leads 6 frames to 3.
Frame 10. Jimmy White to break.
Joe should be potting those balls. It's a distinct error from Jimmy to break the balls like that and leave a red sitting there. And I'm afraid if Joe's going to win this match, he's got to start potting that type shot.
9. $50. 60. 23. 24.
Use the pink here to split the reds. Could use either black or pink.
31.
Well, that didn't come out very well, Eddie.
No, Ted, fortunately for Joe. Quite a good shot. He didn't attempt to pot the red. It was going to be difficult to get on a colour, so he did the right thing there.
That one went in and came out again.
Joe just trying to assess where these reds will go when he plays the safety shot. Very good shot. He picked out a point there. It was a shot to nothing. He knew he'd get safety as well, but what a good shot to make that one.
Joe Johnson, 1. Foul. Joe Johnson, 4.
Just failed to reach. I think Joe can get through to this one.
Joe's missing quite a few of those long pots, and normally he's so deadly. Quite surprised he missed that.
1. 7. 8. 14. 15. 21. 22. 28.
Jimmy asking for the cue ball to be cleaned now. Well on the way to his 7th frame. 54 points ahead.
28. 29. 35. 36.
Making very good use of that pink ball.
42. 43. 43.
And once again, Joe Johnson remains in his seat. Jimmy White now leading 7 frames to 3. Jimmy has got the cue ball down near the bolt cushion, as you can see, but Joe has got a red here, and he really must get into this match.
1. 3. 4.
There's a red at the front of the pack that Joe can get on here rather than go into the reds. That's the shot he's played.
9.
Now he'll be looking for an angle on the black to open those reds out.
Joe Johnson, 9.
He's not really with it at the present time, Joe. He's not. He's missing pots that he shouldn't miss.
Seems to be suffering, Eddie, doesn't he?
Yes, I'm just wondering, Ted, if his back trouble from yesterday's bothering him. Certainly missing a lot of balls that normally he pots consistently. very good shot from Jimmy, and now Joe's got to try and lay on the side of the pack to cover these 3 or 4 open reds. He's got the job ahead of him here to keep them safe.
Yes, applause for a delightful 4-cushion escape.
Well, I think it's the best shot I've seen this week, Ted.
There's been 1 or 2 good ones. When our cameras picked that up for you, and the 2 reds just below the top one, the left of the right of the pack there, would glance off the top one. Very nearly, but not quite.
One. Seven. Eight. $50. $60. Joe Johnson, 60.
That's a very bad miss from Joe. He certainly can't afford to miss those.
One.
Jimmy's now has the opportunity as well to move those 2 nuisance reds that are covering that corner pocket. Now the situation is much better for break building around the black and the pink.
Jimmy White, 7.
Must be a goalkeeper in that pocket. almost gone too far.
$24, $25.
Well, the former world champion Joe Johnson should certainly win this frame at this visit.
33.
He's now 51 points ahead.
$40. $41.
And with that red, Jimmy wants snookers. But somehow I don't think he'll come back to the table.
47. 48. 54.
So the first 4 of the 10 frames in this match to be played this evening are being shared, 2 each. Whoops.
Joe Johnson, 54. Jimmy White, 7.
And Jimmy concedes, so he leads 7 frames to 4.
Fluke of the day.
Joe Johnson, 1. Jimmy White, 8.
Bad mistake that from Jimmy, but he's a bit fortunate that the cue ball's tucked under the cushion. Makes this pot a lot more difficult.
This is a frame Johnson's got to win. If he doesn't, he'll be 4 behind with 5 to play.
Seven. Eight.
Thicker contact on the second red than he anticipated. So instead of being sweet on the black, this is very tricky indeed.
Joe Johnson. 8.
Good pot that was. Now has he got an angle on this black to get the cue ball in the middle of the table?
Eight. 9.
Problem with the pink, it's taking him away from the reds unless he plays it very slowly. That's never easy. Blue could be the ball for position. There's a lot more pressure on the blue than the pink.
Joe Johnson. 9.
So both players taking a few minutes to find their range after the evening intermission.
Oh, here's another chance for Joe. Black's been tied up though by the red. He may try and bring the black into play, still be on the pink.
1.
I think he tried that. It's gone a lot wrong.
Joe Johnson, 1.
Johnson requesting referee Alan Chamberlain to clean the cue ball. Well, this frame's a chapter of accidents so far.
Red by the yellow obviously doesn't go. Jimmy was contemplating trying to play a little drop shot on it, but see any value in it.
Just giving the joint in his cue an extra tighten. Failing to disturb the red and black.
7.
Disturbing another red.
8. 13. 14. 14.
It was a careless shot to leave himself so close to the blue at the wrong angle. That's useful. Johnson knew that if he disturbed the red from the yellow, he was virtually bound to be on the blue.
Blue ball.
I don't know what the players were doing at the interval, but it's not done the snooker any good.
Joe Johnson, 6. Jimmy White, 1.
There's been a few one breaks in this frame.
Six. Joe Johnson, 6.
Well, even though both players are struggling, this remains a very important frame. White needing it to go 4 up with 5 to play. Was a bit of good running to cover the easy red. White looks anxiously to see whether he's done the same. Without a doubt, the worst frame of the match for quality.
One.
Excellent shot that from Joe. This red isn't easy.
Joe Johnson, 7.
Everything that's gone before, now irrelevant. The only question is, can white clear to the pink, increase his lead to 8-4?
$70.
Overall, a poor frame for quality, but a good result for white. He leads by 8 frames to 4, 4 up with 5 to play. What did you think of that safety shot then, Jim?
Well, I think Joe's played this in such a way that he knew that black wouldn't spot, but when it does go as close to its own spot, I think he thinks anyway he can still pot this red.
8.
Black's got to be as near as possible to the red, but without touching it.
Joe Johnson, 8.
Steep hill to climb, 4 down with 5 to play, but Johnson has come back in those sort of positions. He won the World Championship in 1986. He was 3 down with 4 to play in the quarter-finals to Terry Griffiths. Played 4 of the best frames I've ever seen in my life.
Must have heard you, Clive. That was a great pot.
what can happen sometimes that a player is so far behind, he acknowledges in his mind that he's lost, and so in a sense he has nothing more to lose. He relaxes, lets himself go, and sometimes he plays so well and gets into such a rhythm, pull a lost match out of the fire.
Situation this, even with the extension, he's going to have a very long queue and have to try and place it in between the reds, I would have thought.
Well, I wondered when that was coming.
Joe Johnson, 9. One.
Couldn't avoid the kiss on the second red.
Joe Johnson, 1. Four. Five.
That, rather than an easier red, was the better route to position, but they overhit it.
Touching ball, please no. Black. Black.
So won't be potting the black. Can, however, nominate it. Deemed to have hit the black simply by playing away from it.
Joe Johnson, 5.
Yes, but it was another chance gone begging. Start scoring when he gets those opportunities.
Well, if the red by the black isn't potable, that is lucky. If Johnson does lose this match, he still walks away with £21,000 as a losing semi-finalist. If he can win, he'll double it to 42,000 for sure. And of course, he'd also have a chance of the £70,000 first prize.
Eight. Nine. $16. 17.
Well, Joe's had plenty of chances before Jimmy got this one. I think that's been the difference with the two players in this match. Jimmy hasn't
24.
needed as many opportunities in a frame as Joe.
25. $32.
Could be frame and match coming up.
$33.
Jimmy White's been in 3 UK semi-finals, never won one. On each occasion, he lost to Steve Davis.
40.
This year, Davis was in the opposite half of the draw.
41. Well done.
Not too pleased with that red, though. Wanted to be just a shade higher in your picture so that he could pot the blue and bring the cue ball towards the reds.
.46.
Just this red. The colour.
55.
Joe will need snookers, and I don't think there's any way back for him now.
Jimmy White, 60.
The red would have made absolutely sure. But Johnson needs one snooker.
Foul. Joe Johnson, 4.
The free ball. It's a funny old game.
Two chances there. He was leaving the snooker even if he didn't pop the green, which was nominated as his extra red. .33 the difference. So if Johnson can pot red and at least a pink and all the colours, he'll snatch the frame.
And that was a great shot. And a tremendous amount of right-hand side. The thing is, I don't think the yellow will pass the green into the right corner pocket. Checking now to see if it passes the brown. It doesn't, and I don't see how he's going to get position on the yellow.
And we're seeing here the significance of White missing the last red. Would have put him 38 in front with 27 on the table.
30.
The lead of 37 with 35 has proved vulnerable.
Joe Johnson, 30.
How can such a good player miss such an easy shot? It's cost him the match.
Four. Nine.
So Jimmy White, having looked as if he'd have to play at least one more frame,
9. Frame.
has clinched his place in the final of the Tennis UK Championship. He beats Joe Johnson by 9 frames to 4.
End of the semi-final night here at the Tennis United Kingdom Championship of 1987. Steve Davis beats Willie Thorne. Jimmy White beats Joe Johnson. So here we are then, the two who will play in the UK final over the next 2 days. 31 frames, the numbers 1 and 2 in the world. Steve, let's talk to you first about your match here in the semi-finals. It looked awfully easy.
Yeah. Well, it was very one-sided. I potted a lot of long balls and Willie didn't pot any at all in the opening frames, and when it got to 7-0, it was, you know, like, sometimes it happens and the other guy doesn't get off the mark and never gets there. And tonight we came out and sort of shared the frames. It was a bit scrappy, but I'd done so much damage in the afternoon that Willie didn't really get a chance. So, you know, there's not a lot you can say about a game like that. It's
Were you a little surprised? Because, I mean, Willie, the way Willie was playing the day before, knocking in centuries all over the place, which you know he can do.
That's right. Well, I was sitting watching Willie playing against Cliff, and sort of he looked sort of poetry in motion, and making 4 centuries in one match. I mean, that's a lot of centuries to make. But I mean, it didn't worry me, because I mean, I know Willie can make centuries like that, and if he gets the opportunities, he will do. I just thought about the sort of positive side of the game as far as I was concerned. I knew I was playing well myself, so I came out today and sort of attacked the balls, and most of them went in.
You say you knew you were playing well. You're your own best critic. I mean, how do you relate Steve Davis's play today compared to the rest of the season?
Compared to the rest of the season? Well, I played very well in the fidelity. So I was very pleased with the start of the season. Pleased to be playing well again. You know, you can never guarantee when you're going to play well. Jimmy's in the situation where we've had the best of 9 matches and he hasn't got through the best of 9s. They're dodgy things to get through anyway. This is Jimmy's first chance to show his true sort of form for the season the same way, and he's doing the sort of business as well.
You enjoying all this, Jimmy?
Yeah, so far. You know, the start of the tournament, I wasn't playing well at all, but towards the end, like last night, I had a good session with Terry Griffiths, and today I played good snooker. So I got 31 frames with Steve, and just see what happens tomorrow and the next day.
I know you won't mind me saying, you were dreadful yesterday afternoon.
Thanks, Dave.
Well, you came in and said it to me.
I was struggling, but like Terry said last night, it was the snooker was bad, but he still, you know, he still got in and cleared like last 2 or 3 reds and all the colours to win.
And the transformation last night, and then again today. I think you were a little bit keyed up against Joe, weren't you?
Yeah, I felt good against Joe. Like tonight, I come out tonight and I pinched one of the first game or the second game tonight. Otherwise, I think it'd have been a bit more closer, because Joe's playing really good snooker.
How do you feel when you're sitting in the chair watching a fella knocking in what could be a 1-4-7?
Well, I've had Kirk made one up me in the Benson Hedges, right up me. But as soon as I couldn't win, once Joe got to 80, I couldn't win. So I was just praying that he'd do it. You know, he was so unlucky just to come an inch the wrong side of the blues. I'm sure he would have got a 1-4-7.
The man there was sitting who's actually done it. What does it feel like when you're doing it? When does the realisation hit you that it's on?
Once you get on the yellow from the black, the last black, and you get on the yellow. I mean, it was a funny situation. We were playing, Willie had played a safety shot, and I could hear the scores, and I thought, that's a 1-4-7 on. So we sat down and listened, or Willie went across and watched. And I knew it was going through Joe's mind, because you could never guarantee getting from the black to the yellow. But if you can do that, then from then on you've got a great chance. But you can't criticise somebody for missing it, because really you are shaking like a leaf. And I think really, in a way, it's luck if they go in.
What was it like when you made yours?
It was a long time ago, I can't remember. No, it was a great moment.
Huge, I should imagine.
Yeah, it was a tremendous moment. But if you miss it, well, you may never get another chance as well as that, but as good as that. But you shouldn't be disappointed, because anybody could miss it, honestly. There is luck attached to it as well.
So that's all history now, because here you are together again over 2 days in this final. First time you made the final, Jim.
Yeah.
You've met each other, what is it, 4 times here in this United Kingdom?
Yeah, I've lost every time. I've never beaten Steve over a distance since '81. I beat him 13-11. in the Irish. I'm not won over a distance. So, you know, I hope I can go one better tomorrow.
The length of these matches make all the difference, don't they?
Well, you know, in the best of 31, you've got a chance to settle down and, you know, if you have a bad session, you can still get out of trouble.
Steve? You don't believe he's going to be easy, I know that.
Listen, Jimmy's getting better all the time. I think the general standard of snooker's getting higher. Jimmy's played some great stuff over the last 2 or 3 years. I'm pleased with the way I've played over the last 2 or 3 years. I'm sure we're going to have a great battle, and I think we're going to have plenty more as well. But at the moment, we're both looking to a best of 31 over the next next 2 days, and I just hope it's a good game. I'm looking forward to it.
You say the best of 31. This is going to be one of the famous late-nighters again, do you think?
Who knows? We'll write the script in 2 days' time. Yeah.
Enjoy it. We'll watch it.
Cheers.
Magic.
All starts tomorrow in Grandstand, just before